live behind the scenes of Sherlock Holmes, out on the trail of the Sussex vampire. And we also drop in live on Coronation Street to meet Percy Sugden, who says he only remembers his lines by writing them on beer mats. Then it's off to New York, where for an evening's viewing, teleaddicts can choose from 150 channels. But first, our search for a winner for this. Right, it's the Steadicam Junior, do you remember it? Worth about £600, and you attach your own video camera to it, and it cleverly takes the shakes, when you learn how to use it, out of your camera work. 2 weeks ago, I asked all home video buffs to send in short tapes showing why they deserve to win one of these. And little did we know that we'd find so much talent. We'll be showing you the finalists throughout today's programme, starting with Darren Guyot from Sussex, and a graphic example of how camcorders can give you a bumpy ride. Just the wrong moments.
Dad, I'm going to do backwards somersault. Make sure he goes all in. Ta-da!
Missed it. And here's Charles Johnson's granddaughter Lottie cheering up her seasick family on a bumpy Channel ferry crossing. This is one of the steadier moments.
Catch hold of my leg! Catch hold of my toe! I find a way, nowhere to go!
And she's quite a star, and TV Weekly has found another one, a collie dog called Ben, who does the strangest things. Yeah, we'll be seeing more of Ben later. And Barry Cook of Sittingbourne made us laugh with this.
This is a short home video explaining why I think I should win a Steadicam mole, as I haven't got remarkable footage that I've already shot. Well, it's a light counterbalance to stop the shakes in your pictures and allow a professional pan. And I can't afford the proper equipment.
Oh, very good, yes? But there's even better coming up. Now, our own cameras are up in Coronation Street right now, where Percy Sugden, actor Bill Waddington, is outside number 3. Hello, Bill.
Hello there.
Hello. And you're outside number 3. Have you locked Emily up in there?
No, I haven't. No. I've just added to the bedroom door.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
because you have been having 1 or 2 problems. Percy's been having a very hard time recently with his landlady, Emily Bishop, because she's been acting so strangely. So, Bill, what's wrong with her?
Well, if I told you that, I'd probably be spoiling the storyline. People must watch the programme and see how it works out.
But you know then, do you?
Well, not entirely, no. I wish I did, because I might be going that way myself one day. I'm trying to avoid it.
You never know. It looks like a lovely sunny day up there in Coronation
beautiful,
Street.
it really is.
Could
yeah.
you just give me an idea of where you are? You're outside number 3. Is that
I'm
the
outside...
end near the Rovers or not?
That's right. Well, the Rovers is just a couple of doors away, just up here.
Oh,
yes. Very close.
Oh, how lovely to see it. And
That's
who are those people going past?
Well, those are people that are coming round the tours now, coming round and having a look at the real Coronation Street, and believe you me, it's very, very popular indeed.
I can imagine.
They come from all over the world. We've got people from Canada here this afternoon.
So where we're seeing you right now is the actual scenes that we see in Coronation Street
yes,
itself. It's not just
yes.
a mock-up for the tourists.
Oh, no. This is not a mock-up. This is the real place where we work. This is the real Coronation Street.
Oh, yeah, it's
It really
lovely to
is.
see it too. Right, so that means that down the other end you've got the...
Well, we've got the cabin. Everybody knows the cabin. Rita Fairclough's newsagent shop. There it is. There's a cabin.
Oh, how
Can you see
lovely,
that?
yeah.
Isn't
And
it nice?
somewhere in amongst all of that then must be the brick with Dennis Tanner's name etched into it.
Well, no, that's not. It's on the street itself in one of the houses. I think it's about the 3rd or 4th house up.
Oh.
I think it's just there.
Well, I won't make you look for it right
no,
now.
It's very, very difficult for you to find it, but it is there, I can assure you.
What I ought to get you to do is explain why you're holding this book that says Percy all over it.
Well, this is my life story, the importance of being Percy. Now, I've been in show business for a very, very long time, and I love the show business. And to get this programme right at the end of my working career, I've been in it for 9 years now.
Yeah.
And I had so many people wanting to do my life story, and I thought, well, they must like it. They've known me from the variety days when I was a comedian. Well, supposed to be anyway.
Actually, that's what made you a bit worried in the first place about taking over the role of Percy.
Oh,
because he was
yes,
such a cantankerous old
Oh,
thing.
yes, when I first saw the script, I thought, oh, dear me, this is not me at all. And then I realised, it dawned on me that if I played it straight, I would get a lot of laughs and maybe a bit of sympathy.
Yeah.
You see, and tragedy and comedy go very close hand in hand.
And then
really.
about 3 months in, you were voted the third most hated man in television.
That's right, I was voted the third most hated man on television in the world.
Well, you
JR was number one, JR,
Yes.
then the Carrington woman,
Yeah.
you know, and then Percy Sugden.
Which is quite an honour, but it kind
Well,
of...
it is, because I went into my producer, the man that was there at that time, and I went in and I said, Bill, have you seen this? He said, great, you've arrived. Because you're better being hated than ignored any time.
Oh, absolutely.
You see, and there are people like Percy all over the place. He's a very honest man, very helpful
yes,
man.
well, he says what he thinks.
Oh, yes.
Actually, he says some things. He does potter on a bit, and some of his thoughts are quite off the wall sometimes. So much so that you have to write your words down occasionally just to give yourself
Well,
hints, don't you?
yes, well, you see, there's tricks in every trade, and sometimes you get tremendous long scripts. Now, I've got to go into the studios when I finish this, and I'll be filming all day tomorrow, starting from just after 7 till tomorrow evening. I'll start on Saturday morning, leave home at 7 o'clock to carry on. It goes like that.
Yeah.
So sometimes you get the odd word that bugs you. So if you ever see me wagging a finger at somebody like that, you can bet a pound I've got a word written on that finger. That's all I need, just one word, and that's my key word.
And I gather the odd beer mat strategically
odd beer
placed.
mat,
You
oh,
have
yes.
words on that?
But the funny thing was, when Fred G used to be in the show, when he left, he had terrible sickness, and I had to alter the scene. We had to do it right at the last minute. So Billy Walker came in to take his place, so the conversation was quite different. So I had to write big words on beer mats on the bar.
Yeah.
And then I wrote them down because it was a bit frightening this to do it so quickly. And I just folded my arms over the beer mat and I couldn't see the damn thing. But it impressed me so much writing on them, I did it without any trouble.
Oh, it's
But
one of
that's
those.
how it goes.
It's one of those little hints that we love to learn.
Yes.
It's funny you're handling your book there. There's nothing in it.
No, well, you see, this is just the cover
It's a
of the book.
mock-up, I see.
And on the back of my racehorses, who I love very much.
Oh, I
And this
know.
book is for people that can't read. this
Yes, it's a
particular
good one. That look. Just before I say goodbye to you, and we're just about to lose our line up to you.
Yes.
Can we just see all the people who are looking at you now?
Yes,
Is
please,
there any
can you
chance-
just turn around and let's
we'll
have a
give
look
them
at
a
all
wave.
the people. Will you have a look at them up there on the top, please?
So as well as looking at
give
Coronation
a wave.
Street.
Come on, you're
Oh,
on
how
TV.
lovely. Thank
That's
you
it,
very
that's the
much.
way to do it, yes.
And now
I'll
they
come
can,
round with the hat after,
now
don't
they
worry.
can tell all their relatives in Canada they were live on TV Weekly. Bill, thank you so much, and thanks
been
for
nice
giving us
talking to you.
a potted tour as well.
See you again sometime.
Yeah, one day I'm going to come up there and see it for
You
myself.
must.
I'd love to walk down that street. Right, well, we've been to the United States for this week's location report, and if there's ever any argument in your house about who's going to watch what, take a look at this. It's the weekly TV guide for cable subscribers in the Brooklyn and Queens areas of New York. It's a magazine in itself. They have 150 channels to choose from, more than anyone else in the world. The service is called Quantum, and it's run by the huge entertainment corporation Time Warner. They say it's just the start of something even bigger.
The land of the free, where everything is faster, busier and bigger. New York in particular is a kaleidoscope of a city with everything good and bad that the world has to offer under one smoggy sky. And now that includes mega-channel TV called Quantum.
With its 150 channels, fiber optic trunk lines, and quantum programming service, the system represents the beginning of a new era in home entertainment.
There are 84 channels of television and 96 channels of films pumping through this control room round the clock. At the end of the cables, one of the most mixed-race areas in the world, the Brooklyn-Queens district of New York. 40 or 50 different languages divide the million people who live here. They all want their own TV, and as the Americans say, they got it, including a Chinese channel, a Greek channel, a Spanish channel, a Korean channel, and a Colombian channel, to name a few. For specialist tastes, there's a 24-hour courtroom channel, a prayer channel, this sort of channel, that sort of channel, a home shopping channel, and scores more. You might think Americans are TV mad.
They watch on the average of 6 or 7 hours a day. And what we find with expanded channel capacity is not so much that people are watching more television, but they have a different choice in terms of what they want to watch.
Down their powerful new fibre optic cables, Quantum customers can get 11 new TV channels and 56 pay-as-you-view movie channels at £2 a film, a video shop in your own front room.
Using on-screen menus, the customer selects from categories of movies, including current hits, special events, action movies, foreign and art films, and children's programming.
Browse through the pay-as-you-view titles on offer, tap in the one you want to see, and the computer does the rest, charging your account and switching over when the film starts. On this wall of video machines, the films roll several times an hour, so there's never long to wait. And what lies ahead?
I think in the future there's a technology called compression that will enable us to offer 500, 600, 700 channels. And what we'll do at that point is create a whole library of movies similar to a video store, so that when you're home and you want to watch whatever movie's in that library, you just press a button and the movie would come on immediately, much the same as making a telephone call, so that there is no waiting.
The new TV cable is 270,000 times more powerful than a conventional phone. Soon the television controller could order your groceries, demonstrate new products, provide lessons, or video games to order. How popular is it? Well, the people of Queens have snapped up Quantum. The company is busy working on its next area.
Within the next 2 years, as compression technology starts to fall into place, that will start to roll out all across the country.
Wow, it's amazing, isn't it?
It really is.
Have you got it in your house?
No, I don't live in that part of the franchise area, so I'm on a cable system that has about 50 channels.
Oh, you poor chap.
I'm hoping to move soon.
With Quantum, cable doesn't just mean television anymore.
You'd quarrel all the time, wouldn't you? Let's look at a few more contenders for our Steadicam prize. This animation was sent in by Mrs. Day of Guernsey and shows you what you can do at home with a camera and a doll or two. Oh, there are some clever filmmakers. A. Tiley of Southampton produced these pacey professional shots.
And with a Steadicam, I might be able to keep the camera still.
Very good. Some golden, unrepeatable moments can be lost by a fit of the camera shakes. Can you tell, for instance, what's in this picture? Well, Mrs. Fleet from Nantwich saw some little fox cubs while she was out with her family. A rare sight. She eventually got a slightly better view, but it was still very wobbly. Meanwhile, back on the farm, Ben the Border Collie is at it again, switching on a water pump. He knows exactly what to do. I think I'll give Jeremy Beadle a ring about him. And we've had some very ambitious entries. Mr. Greenwood of Maidstone did a remake of the loo roll commercial, cut to the original soundtrack.
Soft and strong and long. Andrex.
Really enterprising, isn't it? All done on a home video camera and extremely well edited. We're doing a spot of vampire hunting in part 2, and we have the winning video. Sorry, it's not you, Ben. Via satellite now for a second location report on a series you won't see on your screens until next year. Sherlock Holmes is on the job in 2 feature-length episodes deep in the English countryside. In the first, he's investigating the case of the Sussex vampire, and coming under suspicion are 2 rather well-known faces, Roy Marsden and Keith Barron. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
I don't know if anyone at home can hear that buzzing, but we'll try and disregard it. Angry bumblebee in the rafters. What are you up to? You're not in the Sussex countryside at all, are you? It's all a sham.
Well, we're all in Shropshire. It's really Sherlock Holmes and Abbott and Costello.
I was actually Roy Marsden. You are the vampire, aren't you? Or at least you're being suspected of being.
Well, I'm playing the baddie and he's playing the goodie.
Oh, that's how you put it. I see.
That's really what it's like.
I was just wondering.
And he puts a stake through my heart at the end of the show.
Oh, so you must be a vampire.
That's it.
How does it feel when you're actually cast as a vampire? I mean, what does it say about you?
Well, I've been spending for about the last 6 or 7 years playing the goodie, and I'm desperate to play the baddie, and I kept saying, oh, I want a part where I play the murderer, and I've got it.
Yeah. I mean, it's all quite a serious affair, isn't it, Keith? But there have been its funny moments, I gather. You've been filming for about 5 weeks, haven't you?
Yeah, this is the funniest, actually.
What's happening?
Yeah. No, it's been absolutely marvellous, seriously. It's really been good.
Yep.
And you know I like doing different things.
Oh, yes,
particularly with him.
Really? I mean,
we're booked for Panto already.
You look very romantic sitting there in that absolutely idyllic scene.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
All we need is the champagne.
Yeah. Now, Keith, you play the. Sorry, I was just saying you play the father of one of the murder victims.
Yeah, I'm the sort of innocent party.
Yeah.
And Roy sort of affects.
Roy Dunnett.
By various ways the whole community.
I see.
Like he would.
Well, I don't want you to give away the because it's going to be a 2-hour, real big feature-length thing, isn't it? So I don't want you to give anything away. But you've been having in various locations all around the place, which don't include Sussex, as far as I can see. You've been trying to create this period atmosphere, and there was some odd story I heard about manure going astray.
Oh, there's a lot of manure. Manure?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always throwing manure around to cover the white lines. No, the yellow lines. Shows how old I am.
Is that what they do?
Pardon?
I wondered how they did it. That's how they did it. It must be a very smelly
affair. Well, apparently manure is the only thing that'll cover them. Strange, isn't it, really?
It's the only thing that'll stick, yes.
Yeah.
I see. Where are your teeth, Roy?
My teeth?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in the glass at the side of the bed at the moment. No, they're not. No, I tell you, being very serious for a moment, I'm very pleased to do this because I think this is the best of all the detective shows on television. And I think Granada, who make it, should be praised for actually carrying on doing it. And Sherlock Holmes is the best and the original of all the detectives, and I think they do it wonderfully.
Yeah,
Jeremy Brett and Edward Hardwick are wonderful.
They're still doing the parts.
Definitive.
How can you say that when you've got Inspector Dalgleish hanging around the corner?
Well, they're not listening.
Oh, fine, all right.
No,
well,
I mean, that's totally different. That's a modern detective police, and this isn't. I think this is, when you look at it, you know that in 20 years' time, people will look at this programme and say, gosh, it's terrific, it still works.
A definitive piece of drama television. Yeah.
Very much so.
Oh, I do look forward to it then. Well, we'll let you get on with your filming. Thanks very much for joining me.
Talk to you.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And while I think about it, Roy will be filming more of the P.D. James mysteries and Keith doing more Haggard during the summer. The hottest TV story to hit the newspapers this week was the Yorkshire television weatherman who promised to take his vest off if the thermometer hit the 80s. When the temperatures soared, he had to, didn't he? He was teased into actually doing it on television. And for all those viewers not in the Yorkshire region, here is Bob Rust with an action replay.
It's horrible. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. There it is. It was a little bit cool this morning. I've really got to come on. Look at that.
Some viewers may find these scenes disturbing.
What a sight. Weatherman Bob with Georgie Stanswick and Nick Powell of Calendar. And just in case you think you recognise Georgie, the lady presenter there, do you remember her a couple of years ago on TVAM? Now to the top 3 finalists in our Steadicam competition. All of them amusing, inventive and original. 3 lads from Norwich, Leroy and Dean Ames and Nigel Medler, may have a future in television if this is anything to go by.
What we need is a
very effective. And what about this for animation?
I never seem to get a steady picture. A tripod makes these action shots even harder.
Mandy Dybel of Great Yarmouth spent 3 weeks making this.
Ah, that gave me an idea. The skateboard didn't work, but the wheelchair had potential. Well, Anne, now you know why I need to win me Steadicam.
Very good. I thought the plot lacked something there, but actually they were so good, both of them, that we've decided to give them their own prize of a mini television. But my favourite, and the winner of this £600 prize, and that's the money, not just the weight, although it is a bit heavy with this camera on top, is this wonderful bit of fun from Jim Birmingham of Portsmouth. Its virtue, we think, is its simplicity. Like a good commercial, it's slick, quick, and to the point, and very well presented.
Why does this man deserve a Steadicam? Look at that hand, steady as a rock. Unfortunately, this is the one he films with. I think I deserve a Steadicam, 'cause I'm a trembly kind of man. And if I've got a camera in my hands, I want it to be steady. This has been a Steadicam production, or at least it will be when we get one.
I think you'll make very good use of it, don't you? Our regular competition for the 4-inch colour TV asked you to name the 2 stars from the new comedy drama Route into Europe. They were Patricia Hayward and George Cole, and the winner is Jay Deneen from Maida Vale in London, who wins the TV. And as it's the end of the current series of TV Weekly, there's no question for next week. There is, however, something we would like you to think about over the next few weeks. TV Weekly is forming a viewers panel, a TV Weekly 100. We're looking for viewers of all ages we can contact by letter or phone for their opinions on new programmes or on current issues, sex, violence, commercials, for instance. Here is the address. The idea is that we would ask the panel to watch an upcoming show, or we would contact them for their views on a topic relating to television, and that way we get the opinions on programmes that really count. Yours. If you think you could cast a critical eye over programmes and give credit where it's due, please write to us at TV Weekly 100, TVS, Southampton SO9 5HZ, as soon as possible, please, and tell us about your age and a bit about yourself. And TV Weekly will be back in September. Please enjoy your summer. Until then, bye-bye.
As you heard, that was the last programme in the series of TV Weekly. There's a new series of the environmentally conscious programme, The Green Life Guide, next week.
On Thames next Wednesday at 8, the last show on Earth. Top international rock stars and celebrities have joined forces to present a stunning and unique wildlife television adventure, which includes songs specially composed to illustrate the plight of our planet. An astonishing journey around the world that looks at an incredible array of endangered species, their habitats and prospects for survival. The last show on Earth, next Wednesday at 8, on Thames.
It's a bad day for Dougal and Gladys as we take the high road next on Thames.
From home-style tips to holiday trips, it all comes round to New Look Family Circle.
We are family.
If it's delicious and light, it's delight. If it's delicious and it's delight.
If it's delicious and light, it's delight. If it's delicious and light, it's delight.
Delight is a complete range of products that are high in taste, but lower in fat.
It's delicious and light. It's Delight.
Buy a bottle of Lucozade this week and get another free, plus a chance to join us at the Olympics.
See Friday's National Press for details.
Be a devil. Drive cheese crackers. Bring out the Branston. Bring out the Branston. Bring out the taste.
Drama on Thames in LA Law.
Hi, I'm Arnold Becker. I'm Mr. Stolwitz's attorney. Good. Maybe he'll let you in. But what's the problem?
The problem is he's got a 12-year-old child in there and he won't release him.
Arnie, you gotta help us. Don't let him take him away, please.
You argued that this man couldn't protect his own best interests.
Yes,
yes,
but I was
and now you want to vest in him the interests of a 12-year-old boy.
Sure, these guys know what they're doing.
Must ask that the court deny his petition for guardianship.
A touching trial tonight at 9 in LA Law.
The World News from ITN 3:15, the Thames Area News at 3:20. But now we're heading north of the border on Thames because Glen Darach awaits.
That you sneaking away again?